Hello Angels. Today I shared my review of the new Tune Yards album, Better Dreaming. Tune Yards are a California indie pop duo most notable for both the eclectic vocals of their frontwoman and the world music influences that they work into their music. And they became pretty big critical darlings on the back of these two records behind me, 2011's Who Kill and 2014's follow-up, Nicky Knack. I like these records a lot, and from there, I kind of differ from the critics, as the following two Tune Yards records didn't get a whole ton of critical attention, but I actually think their 2018 and 2020 releases are fine. They're good, worth listening to. Maybe not as good as these two, but definitely worth a shot. So I was already primed to enjoy a new Tune Yards record, and they delivered three genuinely really strong singles going into this album that set my expectations really high. In particular, the lead single, Limelight, an absolute fucking banger from Tune Yards, a stroke of pure genius. And speaking of genius, among the deep cuts is the song Get Through, a genuinely anthemic and inspiring cut that I think may be one of my favorite Tune Yards songs ever. So if you're looking for highlights alone, this album is pretty much a must hear because it really has those authentic, incredible high points, several of them. However, to my surprise, there is a dark side of this album, and I suppose when you're a band that takes the kind of creative risks that Tune Yards do, not everything is going to be a hit, but wow, is this record inconsistent, because alongside some of the band's best material ever, features several of the weakest or most just flat out bad songs I have ever heard from Tune Yards. It's actually a fascinating contrast listening through this record and hearing a song like Swarm, which is so well written and paints the titular Swarm as something that is not just righteous, but rejuvenating, comforting, and homely, and then turn around into some of the boring, weaker cuts on this record that make extremely bizarre and strange creative decisions and don't have the thematic or lyrical context to back it up. What results is a record that is all over the place. So if you're a Tune Yards fan, obviously this is going to be essential, and I think that anyone listening to this album will find a handful of tracks to like in it a lot. But as a full-length album statement, given how wildly inconsistent it is and how ham-fisted some of these experiments turn out, I think this may be my least favorite Tune Yards record in a long time. If you decide to check out Better Dreaming, go down in the comments and tell me what you think of the album.